Ignacio, great to be here at the BIEMH show. We've done a lot with you guys recently at Ibarmia. In fact, we were at the factory just a few, a few weeks ago. We're looking here at the T-Series, the Gen 2 machine that you're exhibiting. Tell us about this machine and why you brought this to the show.
Okay, well, this is a THR16 multiprocess. It's generation 2. That's what we want to show here. We've improved the machine, we've made it faster, more accurate, more dynamic, and that's what we wanted to show to the customers coming to the Bilbao exhibition.
It's pretty big. How long did it take you to get it in here?
Well, it took a while. That's one of the most challenging things about these machines. Transport is always a bit complex, for sure.
And guess what? If you like what you see today, this machine is actually available for sale from stock, which is quite unusual for a machine of this nature, which you'll see in a minute. Normally, what, 6, 7, 8 months?
Yeah, from 6 to 8 months to make the machine. Then it's quite a quick installation. It takes about a couple of weeks to transport it in Europe, and then 3 weeks to install it.
Okay, let's go. Let's come up here, Ignacio. If you stand here, we're going to get the cam into the machine as well. We can see it. Can you explain the multi-purpose or the multi-process element of the machine?
It's a very straightforward working area. What you have here is an A-axis head that is driven by a torque motor, giving you full 5-axis capacity. It actually has a 12,000 RPM HSK 100 spindle with a lot of power, and then you've got a rotary table that it's 1 meter diameter. It can swing 1.6 meter diameter parts, and it can make them spin up to 500 RPM, and we can handle quite heavy loads, up to 6 tons.
Where's your market though for this? I mean, I know we're looking at a part here which we'll talk about some of the description of the application shortly, but who is it? Who are you offering these to? Who are buying them?
Well, mainly we're looking at technologically advanced companies, customers in the aerospace industry, the oil and gas industry, people machining high-value components that are challenging, that need very few setups because of accuracy challenges, the shapes they need to machine. So that's the type of customers we're looking for.
This part, let's move back this way as well, Ignacio. If you come this way and still stand to my left, if you just come this way a little bit. So we're looking here then, really, this is the multi-process and this is what's happening in the application.
Yeah.
We just talked through the 5 areas.
All right, okay. What we do at Ibarmia is, as we said, we do multitasking machines, which means mainly turning and milling in one machine in one setup. But not only that, we can also add power skiving capacity, power skiving, gear hobbing capacity. We can do interpolated turning to machine really strange shapes, complex shapes. We can do diamond burnishing that gives you an excellent finished surface on the parts. 5-axis blade machining, obviously, and elliptical and eccentric turning that mainly just uses the advantages of the machine, the ability to move axis while you're turning.
This interpolation turning here then, so you've got a tool that's actually turning in the...
You can orientate the part, the tool, while you're moving around the part. That requires a lot of rigidity in the spindle and the tool and the whole setup.
Where do you think this machine scores over others in the market from your opinion?
Mainly, this machine is seen as a very powerful machine which can handle heavy loads and move fast. So it's a very efficient, very productive machine with a lot of power.
Okay, what we're going to do is going to walk this way. One of your colleagues is going to open the door for us. Christian's going to open the door if he's going to stop the machine. If you come and stand this way as well, Ignacio. Some of the areas you talk about at Ibarmia and we looked at on our when we came to the factory, which the videos will be on the MTDCNC channel very soon, is shaping a solution for a company, which includes some of the maybe technology cycles, which would do what we've just discussed, but also automation and things like that are important too.
And also customizing the machine. We are a company, we're an engineering company. We have standard platforms, but we like to hear what the customer really needs. For example, in this type of machine, I don't know if I can open the door. Okay.
I think he's just going to move it back.
In this type of machine, we can adapt the axis to specific needs. For example, we can make the vertical axis taller. A lot of people that are using the machine for turning operations, they need a lot of clearance, so they can get in for ID turning.
I'm guessing like a casing or something.
Exactly. And those type of applications require a lot of vertical axis. Our competitors push the customer to a bigger size machine. What we do is we adapt this size to the specific need. So we do a lot of that.
And you can see in here, this A-axis head that you've got here, this is slightly different to a typical kind of 5-axis head, isn't it? What's the benefit of having an A-axis versus maybe another style of configuration?
We make this machine with 2 types of head. This one that you've just said, the A-axis head, which can do negative angles, can do undercuts, and then the B-axis head that maintains the same tool center point when you move from vertical to horizontal. Each machine, each head has its advantages and disadvantages. It really depends on the application. As I said, on this one, you can do undercuts. Then we have the A-axis torque motor system that is really fast, it's really accurate, has a rotary scale right on the rotating shaft. It gives you direct measuring of where the tool is. And the tool clamping system is hydraulic, which means it's a set of discs. If you ever have a collision, you don't break anything. The discs would just slide. You don't break anything. As I say, you don't need to repair anything. You can just reference the head back to zero and keep working. It's a huge time saver.
Yeah, and an expense, a huge expense as well. Exactly. We're going to get Christian to stop the machine so we can open the door here, because I want to. We mentioned some of the additions that you can have on the machine and shaping a customer solution. Automation is a part of that, isn't it?
Yes,
and if he's just moving the table back. If we open this door,
yeah, there you go.
We can see right in the machine here.
Yeah.
Single pallet, but of course you could have a twin, you could have a pallet.
You can have a twin pallet, you can have a pallet changer here, and you can also plug this machine to a Fastens pallet system, just the way it is right now. Fastens would just feed the pallets in here. One of the important things for this type of machine is the operator can walk into the working area.
I was just thinking that. I mean, if the camera can see in here, the accessibility here is really great, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got, I mean, you can come in with your crane, you can load the parts from the top, and then the operator can walk around it to fix the part. Yeah. Also look at the chip evacuation system. As I said, this machine is very powerful. You can remove a lot of material really fast, but as important as removing it is the capacity to flush it down.
No point in the machine stopping because you've got too much swarf building.
Exactly. Imagine being away for the weekend, your machine is to stop at 3 in the morning just because there's too many chips blocking the system.
And also the coolant flood and the flood wash and everything is geared towards, I suppose, getting all that swarf out of the machine.
Exactly. That's the purpose of that. Niagara Falls, that's how we call it.
Yeah. And your control systems here and the spindle, they're two things I just want to pick on. The control here is a FANUC, but there is options with those too, isn't there?
Yes, we can make machines with FANUC control, with Siemens and Heidenhain. It really depends on the customer. Most popular in Europe, I would say Heidenhain and Siemens. In the US, in Asia, FANUC. It really depends on the region. It really depends on the customer and the application.
And tell me finally then about that spindle, about the power, about the speed, and about those points, because they're where you said to me before this interview where you really do score as a business on these machines.
Yeah, I mean, we make powerful machines. As you know, in this show, the Spanish builders, we usually favor power over speed, over high speed. And we also make a powerful machine. The spindle we have is a Kessler spindle, can give you up to 84 kilowatts power, with high torque up to almost 500 Newton meters. But then at the same time, we can go up to 12,000 RPM. Which means you can be machining hard materials like Inconel, Super Duplex at low speed, but then you've got those 12,000 RPM to go really fast.
Incredible.
In the materials, yeah.
Incredible. Been a good show for you this week?
Yeah, it's been really interesting. We're having a lot of visitors from many countries and very interesting projects, as I said, and now it's about to chase them,
Good stuff. If you're interested in this machine or anything similar to this that Ibarmia supply, then don't forget, I said this earlier, this particular model, this particular machine is available here or from stock here in Spain. Thank you very much, Ignacio.
Thank you.